In this video, we are going to discuss about data modeling process. So, what what is data modeling, and what are the types of data modeling available, and the roles and responsibility who will be taking care of data modeling process, and as a tester. So, um, what needs to be know so about the data modeling. So what is data modeling? Data modeling means it's the very first process in data warehousing or building the databases. So very first steps will identify will understand the business requirements based on the user need, and we have to identify the high level entities or objects based on the objects, and the columns and the table structure, exact table structure will be defined, and the relationship between the um, tables will be defined. So they basically developing, defining, or preparing a table structure with the relationship is called data modeling. So data modeling process types, there are four major types of data modeling process are there. So first one is conceptual and logical and physical and dimension approach. So there are different stage or different reasons with these different types. So let's see in detailed way. Let's take an example for a case study. So a retail shop is running for past 2 years, but they don't have any schema or data warehouse databases. So now they want to create a new data warehouse database. So very first thing, as part of the data modeling, so the very first thing, so we need to know what are the key objects or key terminologies used in the existing transactional database. So here we can say the sales organization is having database is having these are the key objects: product, invoice, stock, location, and date. So these are the 5 key objects are having in a transactional database. So the very first process would be conceptual data model. So in that, right, so product and location object will be placed, and both product and location are having linked with invoice table, invoice entity. So what does a conceptual data model, and when this conceptual data model we need to go? So in this type, right, so I know only object and entity level information, since so as we have seen, right, so here the retail shop, we have identified only the objects. We don't know about the exact fields or exact columns under product, under invoice. So that case, if I want to build a data model, so I need to go with the conceptual data model. I know only the object level info. I do not know the exact column level or field level. Logical data model, here this is the second phase of data modeling. So after the conceptual, so what it will be done is, so under each object or each table, so the attributes will be defined. I mean column names will be defined, so along with the primary keys. So here you can see for product table, primary key is product ID and location in product ID, and for invoice also will be having both foreign keys of product and foreign keys of location. So invoice ID. So logical data model is something. So after the conceptual data models, else we can directly go to logical data models if we know the exact attributes of each object during our initial stage. Else we need to we will start with the conceptual data, so only having the objects. After that, for each object, attributes will be defined, and primary attribute will be defined and linked with the other table. In this logical data model phase, so we'll be identifying the attributes, and will be creating the primary keys, and the reference key will be defined between the entities. Physical data model, so it's next stage of logical data model. In logical data models, as you have seen, product entity has attributes, defined attributes. In case of physical data model, so all the entities will be converted into tables, and attributes will be converted into columns with defined data types and length. So here you can say tables will be having primary key and linked with foreign keys. The dimensional approach will be seeing in a different video.